Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start this session. So in this session, we will see how to draw the isometric projection or how to create the isometric view. So basically the isometric view, it is the pictorial view. So this view is drawn from the given 2D orthographic views. Okay, so basically it is a reverse procedure if we compare with this orthographic projection. So in the orthographic projection, if the 3D object is given, that is the pictorial view is given, then from that view, you prepare the 2D orthographic view. Okay, that means front view, top view, and the side view. And in the isometric view, if the 2D orthographic views are given, so here you can observe two views are given. One is the front view and the top view. Okay, so these are 2D orthographic views. So from these 2D views, we will prepare the 3D object. Okay, so this 3D object, this is called as an isometric view or isometric projection. So to prepare this view or to draw this on the drawing paper, first you need to create one rectangular box with the maximum dimensions in the front view, that is the maximum length and maximum height. So here you can observe. So this is the front view. This is the top view. Okay. So in the front view, this total length. So this length, this is equal to, so you can observe in the top view, this is 25, this 10 and this 10. Okay. So this is equal to 45. So it is directly given here. No need to calculate that. So it is 80, this total length. Okay. Then this height, this is equal to 35 mm. This is in the front view. So to start the drawing, on the drawing paper, first draw one horizontal line. Okay, so this is your reference line. Now on this line, you select one point. And from this point, draw one line. So this is at 30 degrees. Similarly, draw another line from the same point. Now this is again at 30 degrees. And from this point, draw one vertical line. Okay, like this. So these three lines, they will form three edges of that rectangular box. Okay. So now you can assume this direction as a X direction, that is for the front view. Okay. So from this direction, if you observe the given 3D object, then you should get this view. That is the front view. Okay. And therefore, on this line, you should mark the length which is visible in the front view. So this total length from this point up to this point. Okay. So this is equal to 80 mm. That is the same length in the top view. Okay. And this height, this is equal to 35 mm. Okay. So from this point, you can take this as a reference. You mark the length on this line. So this is equal to 80 mm. Okay. And again, from this point on this vertical line, you take the length that is equal to 35 mm. So take this point and then you can draw the parallel line to this line. So this will form one side of that rectangular box. Okay. So this dimension, this is equal to 35 mm and this is equal to 80 mm. Now, similarly, if you observe in the top view, so this direction will be direction for the top view. So from the top view, the dimension visible for the rectangle, that is the maximum dimension. So this is equal to 40 and 80. Okay. So this 80, it is available. So from this point, in this direction, you should take the length that is equal to 40 mm. So from this point, you can mark the length. So this point, it is corresponding to 40 mm. And then from this point, draw one vertical line. And from this point, draw the horizontal line. Okay. So this is equal to 40 mm. This height is the same height that is in the front view, that is equal to 35 mm. Okay. And now you can complete this rectangle. Like this. Okay. So this will create one rectangular box with the maximum dimension in the front view and the maximum dimension in the top view. Okay. So this is your first step. So you should start from this line, draw one horizontal line. Then at 30 degree, draw two lines. And then from this point, draw one vertical line. Then observe the dimension in the front view and dimension in the top view. Okay. So accordingly, take the length on this line, and then you can complete this rectangular box or rectangle. Okay. Then observe the dimension in the top view, complete this box. Okay. So this rectangle, and then you can complete the rectangular box. Okay. Now to start the actual 3D drawing, you can observe here. So you can prepare one rough sketch, and then you can start with the drawing. So as this is the front view, so this is one inclined line in the front view. And if you observe the top view, then in the top view, you will observe one rectangle. Okay. So basically this portion, so this is the rib. So in the 3D object, it will appear like this. Okay. So after this rectangle in the front view, so basically it is the base of that 3D object. Okay. Its top view, this is the complete rectangle. Okay. This large rectangle having the dimension 80 by 40. Okay. So you can start from this point. So this is the rectangular base. Like this. Okay. So this dimension, this is a 80 and this is equal to 40. Now after this, you can observe this portion. Okay. And in the top view, it appears as a rectangle. Okay. So from this point, so you can see here, you can observe one complete line here. So there is one edge. So from this point, draw a straight line like this with the dimension. So this dimension, so it is 40 minus 10. So that is equal to 30 mm. Okay. Then from this point, just draw a straight line like this. So basically you can create one rectangular box like this. Okay. But if you observe in the front view, then there is one semicircle, and its top view, you can see here there are two edges. So basically this portion, it is the semicircular slot. Okay. So here from this point, you can take this distance as a 10 mm. Similarly, from this point, take the distance 10 mm. And then you should create this semicircular slot. And then these edges will be visible in the top view. Okay. Similarly, on this side, okay, you will observe this semicircle like this. And now if you observe from this direction, then this is the X direction, that is a front view, and this is your top view. Okay. So you will observe this front view, and this is the corresponding top view. So initially, you need to visualize the 3D object from the given 2D views, front view, top view, or front view, side view. Okay. From these two views, you can prepare one rough sketch for your reference, and then you can start with the isometric drawing. Okay. Now here you can start with this base. Okay. So from this point, you can take the distance that is equal to 10 mm. So it is visible in the front view, this height. Then draw line which is parallel to this baseline. Okay, so initially you should draw this rectangle with thin lines. So this is not the actual geometry. This is just for your reference. So only visible edges in the 3D view should be drawn with the continuous thick line. Okay, so now you can draw this line as a continuous thick line. Because this complete base is visible. Then again, if you observe from this direction, so this complete line is visible. So from this point, draw this line. Okay. Now just for your reference, you can close this. So you can observe the complete base, but actually this line will not be visible. So just you can take the reference. Okay. Now try to complete this reap portion. So this is incline. So actually this angle is not available in the front view, but this height is given. So that is equal to this 35 minus 10. Okay. So from this point, so you should take this distance, this 80 minus this 40, 45. Okay. So from this point, this distance or this corner point, it is at 35 mm distance. Okay. So from this point, take the distance 35 mm, then draw the vertical line. Just draw this continuous thin line. Okay. Now join this point with this point. Now from this point, you can observe in the top view, its width is 10 mm. So take the distance 10 mm. And from this point, draw the parallel line to this line. You can draw the parallel line like this. Okay. And on this line, take the distance 10 mm. And then draw this visible line. Okay. So in this way, you can draw that rib. Now draw this vertical line with the same height, that is equal to 35 minus 10, that is a 25 mm. Okay. So basically this vertical line will be this edge. Okay. So basically this is a corner. So from this point, draw a vertical line. And from this point, draw the horizontal line. Okay, so we have completed the reap portion. Now try to complete this portion. Okay. So from this point, this total length, that is equal to 40 minus 10, that is a 30 mm. So from this point, draw this line 30 mm. Okay. Again, from this point, draw vertical line. and then draw this line. Now from this point, you can draw this complete line because this complete edge is visible in the top view. Okay. So draw this line up to this line. Okay. And again, from this point, draw a vertical line parallel to this line. And then you can connect these two corners. Now just draw one thin line from this point up to this point. Because this complete line is not visible, because there is semicircle. So we need to remove this portion. So just draw one reference line, and similarly draw the reference line here. Okay. This side is completely visible. So you can draw this as a continuous thick line. Okay. So now we have completed the maximum portion for the isometric view. Now these two edges, they are completely visible. So you can take the distance 10 mm. So just take this 10 mm and from this 10 mm. And you can draw this line. So this is visible. Again, this edge is visible. Okay. Now here, actually in the front view, this is a semicircle. Okay. But in the isometric drawing, we will not observe the semicircle. Okay. So basically this circular shape, which is visible in the front view, it will get distorted in the 3D view, that is in the isometric view. Okay. So that semicircle, it will turn into an ellipse. Okay. So let us see how to draw that elliptical shape, which is corresponding to this circular shape. Okay. So for that, so I will show it here. Just observe its diameter. So this diameter, this is 25 mm. Okay. So in order to draw the ellipse in the 3D view, which is corresponding to this circle, first draw one rhombus with the side that is equal to diameter. Okay. So you can draw one horizontal line. Then from this point, you can take this angle 30 degree. Similarly, so basically it is the same procedure for the isometric. And from this point, draw the vertical line. So we will create one rhombus with the side equal to diameter. So you can mark this length 25. So you can create this rhombus. Now we want to create the circle in the isometric view. So for that, just find out the midpoint. Okay. Now connect this diagonal for that rhombus. And then connect this corner with this center. And this corner, this center with this corner. Okay. So in this way, you will get the 4 center points to draw the elliptical arc. So the first center point here. So this is one center point. This is second center point. Okay. So this center point, it is used to draw the elliptical arc from this midpoint up to this midpoint. Okay. So you can take the compass and take the radius. So take this radius in your compass. Then take this as a center. So this point as a center. So I will take this as a P1. Okay. And then you can draw this arc. Okay. Similarly, you take this as a center. And this is the radius. You can complete this arc. Okay. And now to complete this portion, you should take this point as a center. So this is the P3. Then in your compass, take this complete radius from this point up to this point. Okay. Fix the center at P3 for your compass. And then you can draw this arc. And for this remaining portion, select this as a center. So this is the P4. Radius is equal to P3 to P4. Sorry, P4 up to this point. And then you can complete this elliptical arc. Okay. So in this way, you can draw this circle in the isometric view. So basically this circle, it will appear as an ellipse. Its front view, it will be a perfect circle. Okay. So similarly, we have to draw the ellipse for this portion. So only change is we need to draw the semicircle. Okay. So we will create this half portion. So here, so from these 2 points, you can draw 2 vertical lines. Okay. Now take the equal distance on both the sides. So the diameter is 25 mm. Okay. So you can take this 12.5. So you can create this complete rhombus. So this total height, it must be 25. This is 25 already available here. Okay. So you can connect this diagonal like this. Then find out the midpoint. Now connect this midpoint with this corner and this corner with this midpoint. Okay. Now we want to create only this half portion. Okay. So you can select this point as a center. And second, you should select this point as a center. Okay. Only 2 center points are required. Now, when you are selecting this point as a center, take this radius in your compass. And you can draw this arc. And when this point as a center, take this complete radius up to this midpoint. And then you can create this portion. Okay. So in this way, you can create this semicircle in the isometric view. So draw this rhombus by continuous thin line. It is not the actual geometry. This is just to create the semicircle in the isometric view. Okay. Now, similarly, the semicircle is visible on this side or on this face. So we need to create the same rhombus. So you can take directly reference from this rhombus. So you can shift all this point. So total, so this is 40 minus 10, that is 35. So from this point, take the distance 35 mm. So this corner is available. Okay. Again, from this point, take the same distance. So this is the point. Now you can shift this point directly. So take the distance 35. And then from this point, take the same distance 35. Okay. And select the same corner points. So from this point, center points. So from this point, you can create this arc. Like this. So actually this portion will not be visible. Okay. But when you select this point, that means point corresponding to this center. Okay. This portion will be visible. So this is how you can create the semicircle on this face. Okay. So in this way, you can draw the ellipse which is corresponding to the semicircle or circle in the front view or top view. So complete this drawing on your drawing paper. So let us see how to draw this in the AutoCAD software. So to create the isometric view in the AutoCAD software, so here you can see here there is a snap mode. Okay. So on this snap mode, just right click and go to the snap setting. So bring your cursor here, then right click, go to the snap settings. In the snap setting, in the first menu, snap and grid, there is one option. So by default, it is a rectangular snap. So when rectangular snap is on, you can create the 2D view, that is your orthographic view. Okay. Just change the setting to isometric snap. Okay. So once you click here, isometric snap, then click OK. And immediately you can see here, there is one cross mark appear on the screen. So that means isometric setting is on. Okay. Now, similar to manual drafting, we should draw the reference box with the maximum dimension of the rectangle in the front view and in the top view. So you can select the line and make sure that this ortho mode is on. So you can see here, you can draw the line only in three directions. Okay. So this is one reference axis. Then this is another reference axis. And this is the third reference axis. Okay. So you can select one reference point. So you can click there. So this is your reference point. Now the length which is visible in the front view, that is equal to 80 mm. Okay. So in order to change the direction, you need to press the F5 button. Okay. So if you press F5, then you can change this direction. So this is the direction for the front view. So take the lane that is equal to 80 mm. Now this height, so that height is 35. Again, this is 80 and this is 35. Okay. Now we want to change the direction. So we need to draw one line in this direction. Okay. So that line will be 40 mm. So if you just move the cursor on this side, you cannot get that direction. Okay. So therefore, you can press the F5. And give the distance 40 mm. Again, give the vertical direction. So this is 35 mm. Okay. Again, select line. Then from this point in this direction, we should draw the parallel line to this line. So you can press F5. So if you can't change the direction just by pressing the F5 button, then press the function F5. Function and F5 simultaneously. So this is again 80 mm. And then connect this. So in this way, you can create this reference rectangular box. Okay. Now you can start the actual drawing. So you can select. So if you want, you can change the color. So select line. Now first we will complete this rectangular base. So from this point, keep the ortho mode on. So vertical is 10 mm. So right now vertical direction is not active. So you can press function and F5. Okay. And then give the dimension 10 mm. Now change the direction. So on this side, take the 80 mm. And then you can create this rectangle. Okay. Similarly, from this point, you need to change the direction. So again, press function and F5. So it is 40 mm. Okay. Now, if you want, you can create the complete rectangle just for your reference. So from this point, change the direction. So you can take the 80 mm. Okay. So this is your complete rectangular plate or a rectangular base for the given 3D object. Now let us draw this rib portion. So from this point, we should take the distance 35 because it is 80. This total is 80 minus this 45. So remaining is 35. Change the direction for the